Shalom, shalom. First and foremost, giving all praise, honor, and glory to Yahweh, Bahasham, Yahweh Shai, Bahasham, Rakaha, Kodash. Double honors to the apostles and the elders, a great millstone of whom I learn from daily. Healthy shalom to the brothers out there doing the work in truth and sincerity. Amen. So, of course, you know who this is. Brother Gabar Adama. Coming back at you with just, it's going to be a real quick hitter. I'm going to read this first, and I'm going to play this video that the beloved brother Arrows of Indignation had just put up. And I found it to be quite interesting. Not even that, really prophetic. Because this is what's getting ready to go down. All roads lead to the MOTB. And if you don't understand what that means, you should understand that by now. And the MOTB, of the mark of the beast, that's what it is. I'll just say it. I'm sick of talking in code. Screw Esau. Anyhow, what this the vision of this guy that the Arrows of Indignation just put up, the vision that he had, I had the exact same vision some 2 or 3 years ago. Exactly the same. Except for Yahweh Bashem Yahushai, I'll give you a little bit of it. All right, it was me and a bunch of random people, and I'm gonna try to remember it, exactly as it was, because it was quite a while ago. Okay. Let me read this first. Isaiah 33 and verse 6. And wisdom and knowledge shall be the stability of thy times, and the strength of salvation. The fear of the Lord Yahweh is his treasure, right? So, we're in these days. Look, the third woe is here. The prophecies are popping off the pages. The MOT to the B is going to be implemented, shall I say, very soon. Okay? So let me go ahead and tell you, it was me and, just a bunch of people, just people, random people, Edomites, Moabites, Israelites, all kinds of people. And we were in, I think it was like a gym or something. Well, we were either watching or playing a basketball game. And all of a sudden there pulls up like a bunch of like semi-trailers, okay? They're just all black, and then the people who got out, they were wearing suits and all that, and they were telling people, hey, look, just come on in here. We've got something for you. You need to do this, so you can live or whatever, blah, blah, blah. And everybody got in line, including me. I got in line. Okay. Now, I guess I was, I don't know, maybe 10 or 20 people back. And then it hit me. The knowledge and wisdom, it hit me. I said, wait a minute. They getting ready. I'm seeing not a lot of people come out of here. And not even that. The people who did come out seemed like they were like a traumatized or robotic type activity. Like they were just, like, something had happened to them, and I realized in that moment that they were getting C-hipped, okay? If that was the MOT to the B, right? And so I gotta play his vision, because I can't really remember it. Salaki, I can't really remember it exactly, but it ran past my mind, about 1 minute in. I was like, wait a minute, that's my exact same vision. And I got out of line, and nobody saw me, and I was hiding in there, and they were looking for me, and there was a couple other people that didn't take that, right? And and some of them were dying, as the scripture said, those that were beheaded, right? Okay, some of them were dying, but Yahweh Bashem Yahushai, they got so close to finding me once that I just knew that I was caught, because I was right there. I was out in the open, and they were, frantically searching for me, but they couldn't see me. They could not see me. And I knew right then and there, it was Yahweh Bashem Yahushai that had, made me, invisible to these people so they wouldn't catch me. And they never did. Okay. But anyhow, without any further ado, let me go ahead and play this, because I'm telling you, it hit me like a ton of bricks. It was almost the exact same vision.
Okay, I've never made a video like this before, and it's been eating at me inside to at least tell you guys what I've been saying. I feel like last night God gave me a dream about the mark of the beast, and it was kind of a doozy. It was kind of scary. But I will tell you as best as I remember, because it gets a little intense, but bear with me. So I was in a classroom, I was in a school setting or something like that, and I remember the teachers came to us saying that we had to get this quick little surgical system inserted because it was the only way to stay a part of society, because if you don't, it's basically like an automatic way of declaring yourself as a full-out criminal, like you're the worst of the worst and they gotta get you. And automatically I knew what it was and I knew not to get it, and I was telling certain kids like, yo, don't get it, like if whoever I could talk to quietly and just be like, don't do it. And so we all had to walk from our classroom to the place to go get it done. As we were walking to that room, me and a few other kids just like took off in a certain direction and tried to start like hiding. Like just, we needed to hide. We knew we needed to hide. All the kids who went into that room, I never saw again. Anyways, me and the kids who decided to run away were hiding in like the darkest corners and attics and crawl spaces of the building, of the facility, to, you know, not get caught, not get found, because if they found us, we knew it would be bad. Anyways, a little bit of a fast forward. I'm sitting in a room and I see an officer walk in with his daughter. And this does get a little graphic. I'm sorry if it freaks anybody out. But they were both talking to each other, and I could tell he's like trying to calm her down or something. And in comes a few more officers, and they ask him like, why didn't you do it? Like, why didn't you take the system? And before he even really could respond, they pew-pewed both of them in the heads. Bam, done. And me and like one or two other kids are sitting in these like rafters, like dark corner of the roof, watching this happen and realizing that if they catch us, that we are gone. We are Dunyan rings. There's nothing to do about it. And it started getting really intense from here because it's a life or death situation at this point. So for hours, we are sitting in these corners of the rooms trying to hide and pretend like we're not there and, sneak around. And, whenever a new person walks in the room and starts to search our area, we had to kind of keep going and hiding. Basically a big game of cat and mouse. Fast forward a few more hours, it's already nighttime. There's no one in the facility other than officers looking for me and the other kids. And we all knew that if they catch us, we're done. We knew we needed to escape the facility, but there was not much we could do to get there, especially while there's people walking around. There's a few moments where I almost got caught along with a few other people. And the only thing that I could do, the only thing that I knew to do, was to get the guy before he got me. So, whatever was nearby, clunk, that's the only thing I could do. In which we kept running and hiding, trying to, get away from these guys and just make sure we didn't get caught. Sadly, I watched one kid who wasn't a part of my group in the immediate time get caught. They pulled him down from the thing and pew, right then and there. And we all saw it. Trying to maintain our composure, we eventually did find a way out. We did get out of the facility and we sprinted into the nearby forest. Fast forward again, I entered another warehouse situation with a bunch of other people who didn't take the mark. And I remember that things were very, very on edge. There was almost no food, not a lot of weapons. We didn't really have anything. And I watched a group of girls run inside the building holding up a sign. It's like 3, 2, 1. As soon as they put 0, they were hiding, and a truck pulls up with a bunch of people in it, a bunch of officers, and they get out and they start searching the area. And I knew the only thing that I could do was go and hide in the rafters again. I had to get up somewhere high and hide. And it was so scary because I was trying really hard not to knock anything over. In the area that I was in, there's a bunch of tools and stuff in this warehouse, and one little nut or screw falling off where I was would tell them, hey, come get me. It was pretty terrifying. And so anyways, I was up in the rafter. I got my way up there, and I watched these guys start to really search every single corner of this building, and it felt in my gut that it was only a matter of time before they find me. So I had to just keep hiding. I had to keep finding a way out. And then I woke up, and man, it felt really real. It felt extremely realistic, and there was some other details I won't go into because they were just a little bit more graphic, but it was real. It was there. I was there. And part of me just knows that when this mark actually comes, when the mark of the beast actually comes, this is how it's going to be. It's going to be at a point where if you take it, you're part of society, but you deny God. And if you don't take it, you will be.
All right. So you saw what he had to say. And again, I mean, it was almost, I mean, it just like replayed in my mind that vision that I had. And, it's incredible. Yahweh Bashim Yahushua is showing everybody, and to you other camps or whoever that's teaching that it's, that the MOTB is not, the C hip, man, there's something wrong with you, man. There's something wrong with you. Now, in the end, everybody's going to see, okay? And it's clear to see this system is getting prepared for so. Luke 21, verse 14, settle it, this is red letters, settle it therefore in your hearts, not to meditate what ye shall answer. Your heart is your mind. Verse 15, for I will give you a mouth and wisdom which all your adversaries shall not be able to gainsay nor resist. And ye shall be betrayed both by parents, brethren, and kinfolk, and friends. And some of you, Salakia, excuse me, damn. Call all your how about Shimmy Yahushua, man. Wow. All right. And some of you shall they cause to be put to death. You hear that? A lot of people are going to take that shit, man. But screw all that. Verse 17, and ye shall be hated of all men for my name's sake. That's happening. But there shall not a hair of your head perish. In your patience possess ye your souls. And I'm glad he gave me that vision, and he showed me. I was like, hell no, I ain't going in there. I know exactly what it is. And then I think a lot of people knew what it was, and a lot of people were very ignorant to the fact. I knew what it was. Okay. Ubiquitous. All right. So I'll go ahead and read this again. I wasn't gonna make this too long. I just wanted to, put that out there. It's exactly the same vision that I had, and I'm telling you, the prophets have been telling you all the way down, Apostles Tahar, all the way on down. Been telling you that's exactly what it is. It is what it is. Verse 16, and he calls all both small and great, rich and poor, free and bond to receive a mark in their right hand or in their foreheads. And that no man might buy or sell. That's one of the big things right there. One of the questions that's posed to all the naysayers that say it's something different. Whether it be an embargo or a damn John 3:16, whatever they say it is. All right, you can't buy and sell with sleeping with white women. That's crazy, man. You can't buy and sell with John 3:16. Oh man, I just don't get it. It's almost like they're paid off. I'm just saying. Anyhow, and that no man might buy or sell save he with sin. That's crazy. Say he had the MARK or the name of the beast or the number of his name, which is what? It's on every barcode. All right. It's on a multitude of labels or we call them damn things, symbols that these elites put up for their organizations, even a monster drink, it's all over the place. Here it is. Here is wisdom. Let him that have understanding count the number of the beast, for it is the number of a man, and his number is 666. You know what that is, okay? So pay attention, and walk circumspectly, and measure thou the times diligently, man, because the days are evil. All right, and that's that. Real quick, giving all praise, honor, and glory to Yahweh by Hashem Yahushua, and every chance you get, chant this place down. Kwam Yasharala and Wa Abai Babal. Boom! Shalom. Because that's what's getting ready to happen to Babylon.